Hey everyone, this is a crate dig video for the things I picked up in the month of October 2012. For one thing, since my videos aren't monetized anymore, I realized I can probably put some background music, so I have some stuff playing by the group Niagara right now. Hope it's not too loud. Another thing is, a couple weeks ago I was asked to profile myself or shoot video of myself answering some questions for another YouTuber named Sean0612. He has a series of videos he started called Record Collector Profiles, where he just has people on YouTube, or I guess other diggers he knows, answer a list of questions, talk about their background and what they listen to and why they're record collectors. So he, I guess, came across my videos and saw them and thought I'd be a good candidate for those videos, so he sent me a list of questions and I answered them. So if you're there's a little more information on myself and my background and more about my interests and my upbringing in music that I answered in that video, so I'll put a link in the description. Some good editing work that he did. The guy has a really good channel too, so subscribe to him if you can. Another thing for this month is I had the accomplishment of actually getting through my giant backlog of records finally. So kind of the thing I'm doing now, basically, which I've wanted to, is basically when I buy records, I can go out a weekend and then just listen to it the same day, because I don't have this long, backlog of records. Since I do catalog everything and document and put everything on Discogs, it had this process that I was going through. So pretty much now I can just buy it, come home, and take pictures and listen to it immediately, which is kind of nice. I've been kind of wanting to do that for a while. So, but again, not too much this month. Kind of slow, but I did get some pretty good things. So here are the things I picked up for October 2012. Let's see. There's some 45s mixed in here, so hopefully I can catch them. The first one, James Brown and the Jungle Groove. For those fans of James Brown, this is probably the best compilation you could possibly get. In addition to having a 3-minute long loop of the funky drummer break on it, it basically just has the longer versions of a lot of his real raw tracks. So there's like 9-minute versions of different songs. It's an 80s compilation, but it's definitely probably the best you can get if you're interested in James Brown's best period. At least it is to me. Next one is L Swift. L Swift is another MC from the group Natural Elements, and I think this is one of a couple, maybe 12 inches he put out. So original, got that one. This is a MC called Indicator. Some of you might be familiar with this. This is kind of a really rare hip-hop 12-inch. Unfortunately, this is the Japanese bootleg, which is expensive in itself, surprisingly. Hard to come by even in the bootleg form. The originals go for hundreds of dollars, but I picked up this one for maybe like 18 or something like that. I forgot. I got it off eBay. But real good music. Indicator. Another really rare hip-hop 12-inch. Also bootleg is Chaotic Style. Notice the misspelling there. And it's supposed to be a diamond in the rough, but it says a diamonds in the rough. So it's just Japanese bootleg for you. But again, really good music and very, very rare in its original pressing, but there's the bootleg, which that is. A couple 45s I got. Hard Water. Played with my fair, backed with good old friends. It was on Capitol Records, promo only. Hard Water is a group that's very short-lived, but is notable because they were produced by David Axelrod, so that's why I got that. Another one, Stark Naked. I bought their LP a couple months ago. It was in one of my previous crate dig videos. This is the, I think, only single that they released, a song called Sins, backed with a song called Done. Luckily, these are the best two songs on that album. There's pretty hard psych music. Actually, I don't know about the B-side, but the song Sins is one of the best songs on their LP. So this is a promo copy of that. Next is another David Axelrod release called Marchin', featuring one of the worst covers I could think of. Don't know who approved that, but I got this off eBay. It's supposedly a signed copy from David Axelrod and I guess his managers or something like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and believe it's authentic. This is a promo copy, but even though this is released in the 80s, I think it was 1980 or something like that, it's still real good music. Anything Axelrod does, pretty much, it's gonna be good. And I realize this Billy Squier LP is gonna be in the video the whole time, but we'll get to that later. Next one, Houston Person. This is on Eastbound, a label I'm kind of collecting. A lot of obscure singles, and their LPs for the most part are very hard to come by. This is a double LP, and I think it's one of the more common of the LPs, but a lot of them get to be really expensive. So Houston Person, his one and only LP on Eastbound, double copy. Here are a few really good finds. New Holidays, Maybe So, Maybe No. This is one I've been after for a long time. I know the song by Mayer Hawthorne on Stone's Throw. That was one of my favorite songs, and I liked that song for a long time without even realizing it was a cover. So once I found out that there was an original 45 of it, I had to get it. Unfortunately, it gets to be pretty expensive, so I dropped a good amount on this one. It's in like VG shape, and I actually came up with another one that's in much shittier shape. Pretty much, it's like maybe a good. I think it skips a few times, but just threw that in with the seller who was also selling this Fuji Revelations, who is the guy that Black Murda was the backing band for. So real glad to have that 45. Chaotix, Spontaneity. Apparently this was released in some different pressings with different colors of the labels. This is supposedly the first one, the original. Real good music, 97 hip hop. A little stack of 45s I got at a yard sale. Linda Jones, the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band, Manu Dibango, Sol Makosa, Easy Beats, some 60s garage stuff, a group called People, Jimmy Clanton and his Rockets, and the Nashville Teens. Nothing too crazy, but good stuff. Larry Coryell at the Village Gate. This is before he kind of went into his real jazz fusion era, which is, I have some of his other work and it's just kind of whatever to me, it's okay, but this LP is from the early 70s, 1971. It's him playing live, just him in a trio, and it's really good, psychedelic, pretty much. Another one, Eric Burdon and War, Black Man's Burden. This is their second album. This is a promo on MGM. Not in the best shape. Kind of mixed reviews about this one. It starts off really well, and I really like anything War and Eric Burdon does, but it just got really long, in my opinion. So that's that. Grover Washington, Feels So Good. It's the Canadian pressing. Just came across it at a random yard sale. This is the only thing I picked up. I have several copies of this, but this one's real clean, so I got it for a couple dollars. Another one, Oliver Nelson, Black, Brown, and Beautiful. Pretty much when I know it sounds kind of weird, but whenever I see a cover that's like this, that has like a woman on it, or has like, I don't know, it goes on my want list. So I saw this one come up at on auction, so I paid for it. Got that. It's pretty good. Supposedly a tribute album to Martin Luther King, and it's pretty good music in addition to the cover. And let's see, I'm gonna take these out because this is a pretty big stack of 45s that I picked up last weekend, and kind of be a pain to just go through it, picking them up. So I'll just go through them like this. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Purple Haze, Invisible Man's Band, Art Farmer and the Benny Golson Jazz Tet, Mercury, Young Holt Unlimited promo. This is one that I was real curious about. I've never seen anything like this before, but I looked it up online, and if you can read the label there, it says harmonica duet by two people, and the date is 1940 on there. So given this material and this color, it's real flimsy. I wasn't really sure what it was, so I just kind of threw it in. Unfortunately, it's unplayable, but from what I researched about this brand, Wilcox Gay Corporation, I guess there was some kind of way that people could record their own, I don't even know if they're records, but I don't know what this material is, but it's basically a home recording from that period, and they're real fragile, and if you don't take care of them, they don't last. So this one unfortunately didn't last. I can't even really play it. It just sounds like noise when I put the stylus down, but pretty cool little artifact to have from the past. This is Mary Clayton on Ode. A lot of these are promos. Executive Suite, I'm a Winner Now. The Joneses, Sugar Pie Guy. Miko, Star Wars theme. 100 Proof Aged in Soul, Driveway. War, Slipping in the Darkness. Tiny Powell. Davey Allen and the Arrows, from a biker soundtrack. Georgie Fame. Round Robin. Turtles, Happy Together, classic song. Orpheus, Brown Arms in Houston. Parliament. Turtles again, You Showed Me. Tamiko Jones. Lou Courtney on Riverside. Jim Conley Combo, Dempsey. Whispers on Janus Records. Jesse James. Freddie North. Don Fardon. Sly and the Family Stone. Cannonball Adderley. The Accents. The Whispers again on Janus. Frank Lucas. Judy Clay on Stax. Natural 4. Funkadelic. The Vanguards. Jackie Lee on Muirwood. Eddie Harris, Jazz Series, Atlantic. Valor Simpson of Ashford and Simpson. Tamla promo. Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. And Gordy, Toussaint McCall and Ron. Greg Perry. Bo Kirkland and Ruth Davis. Tyrone Davis. 11th House, and then there's Larry Coryell again. Final Touch. The Poppies. Gene Tune in the Chapter 4. Lost Generation. 3 Sounds and Blue Note. Johnny Hammond Smith on New Jazz. Prestige sub-label there. Chuck Brown, The Soul Searchers. Higher Elevation. Little Joe and Little Joe the Thriller. Glass House. Lee Dorsey. Frederick II. Maxine Brown. The Hangtown Fry. Climax. Charles Brown. Christmas 45 on King. And Aspire's Gang. So you can kind of see with those, I was really going for obscure artists, and I didn't have the time to look all them up on Discogs or anything to check values, but unfortunately, yeah, there wasn't anything really valuable in there, but pretty much when I look for 45s now, I'm only looking for the real obscure artists I'd never heard of, and rare labels and things like that. And then here's a few I got at that same sale where I got the 45s. Billy Squier, Tale of the Tape, his first album, has the big beat on it, which is pretty much what people look for his records because of the drum break on the intro. Are You Experienced? Another copy of this. Bill Cosby, another copy. It's kind of a quirky funk soul record that he did. Not his usual comedy material, but I guess the lyrics would probably be comedic too, but didn't really listen to the lyrics that much. Jimmy Smith, Hobo Flats on Verve, mono pressing. Jimmy Smith, Any Number Can Win, also on Verve. James Brown, Getting Down to It on King Records. And last few, another David Axelrod, Strange Ladies. This is before the other one I showed earlier in terms of sequence, but pretty good. 3 Times Dope, Funky Dividends. This is a Philadelphia hip hop group, kind of a forgotten group in terms of hip hop, but this song is really good, Funky Dividends. I still have to get their album, don't have that yet. This is Soul Kid Click, sealed pressing on Roach Music, hip hop there. This is one of the last Finsta Bundy singles I needed to get. Feel the High, backed with Where You At. Anything by these guys, pick it up, real good. Boulevard Connection. These are some Dutch producers, I think, or European somewhere, but they had some pretty big names on here. Tame One, Ella Sensei, Company Flow, MC Search. Supposedly doing freestyles. The beats are real nice on this. It's on Fondulum, that's good. Ultramagnetic MCs, Critical Beatdown. This has always been one of my favorite albums that I never got a physical copy of for whatever reason, but picked this one up. This is a German pressing, but Ultramagnetic MCs, huge album, very influential, really good from front to back if you don't have that already. And last one for this month is a song called My Kind of Girl. Actually, this one is a better song. My Road is the Right Road. Group called The Volumes. I believe they were a doo-wop group, and in the late 60s they kind of changed their style to be more Northern Soul. So I'll pick this one up also. And that's about it for this month. So I guess this box will be, as I keep buying stuff over this month and in the future, I'll listen to them and then just put them in here so I can go back through them for the next Crate Dig video. So again, check out the channel of Sean0612. He's a cool guy, at least from my email communication with him. He has a good channel for sure, and he asked me to be in a record collector profile series. So if you want to actually see me on camera talking about some of my experiences digging and just why I love, collecting records so much, be sure to check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description. And that's all. Stay tuned for more sample library stuff. I got a lot more to go through, and as always, next month for the Crate Dig video. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.